chance to hear it, so let her tell it. People on the streets say Sabrina speaks. Tune into the show, she will let you know. Tell all your friends and family. Real talk is no joke. You get the news straight up from grassroots and concerns. You hear some people gone. So tell all your friends to tune in to
Good evening, Cayman. I'm Sabrina Turner, and welcome to Sabrina Speaks, your daily dose of clarity, truth, and community insights. Every weekday from 5 to 6:30 p.m., we're tackling the issues that affect you, from national headlines to grassroots concerns. Whether you're in traffic or winding down your day, this is your chance to hear it straight and speak your truth. So buckle up, Cayman. We're not holding back.
This is the show. We gotta let you know. Now we got to go.
And now here's Sabrina.
Well, good evening, good afternoon, good morning, good night. Hello to our friends and family near and far. How are you on this fabulous Hump Day Wednesday? It's good to be back with you. It's time for another episode of Sabrina Speaks, where we're voices of the islands, conversations for the world, and the podcast where voices rise, stories unfold, and inspiration takes center stage. Yes, I'm Sabrina. If it's your first time joining us, welcome one and all to you. And it is a pleasure to be here. And thank you for joining me. And, we're broadcasting live from beautiful Cayman Islands every Monday to Friday from 5 until 7 p.m. So please thank that friend for referring you. And please don't forget to like, share, follow, and subscribe so you don't miss any other episode. To my regulars, thank you so much for being so loyal. You are greatly appreciated for coming back here and putting up with me. And definitely for engaging as well, because you are the foundation of who we are and where we're definitely heading. But for those of you, this is your first time, I am Sabrina, and today's episode, we are going to, it's a significant day here in our democracy, because at 2 p.m. today, the House of Parliament convened for the fourth meeting of the 2025-2026 session, and the agenda is nothing short of packed. It's a packed agenda. Just before coming live, there was going through a series of questions being asked and answers being provided. And it's very interesting, again, the amount of information that you can get based on how members of our parliament ask questions and the information and the responses that are actually given as well. But they haven't even gotten to the substantive part yet, not to say that any part of the sitting of parliament is any more important than the other. But there are 10 bills that are expected, along with 6 government motions. And there is also 8 private members' motion. And of course, right now they're going through these parliamentary questions. The annual reports have already been delivered, but pretty much that's what the footprint of this sitting of Parliament will look for. So this is one of those sittings that reminds us that governance is not abstract. It's active, it's evolving, and it affects every household, every business, every district across all 3 of our islands. And I'm hoping today that after this episode and highlighting exactly what is in store, and I'll put some images up on the screen just to put it in context as to how big this thing is, and exactly what's in store. But I'm hoping that after breaking this down and letting you know some of the terms and terminology, even though for you it may be a little bit repetitive, but there's a lot of people who are now tuning in, and I don't want you to get lost. I don't want you to get boring or bored because you're not understanding exactly how it functions. I know that the member of Georgetown Central actually got up on a number of procedures according to standing orders. And I will actually put one of those up on the screen with you, that particular standing order that he was speaking out against. And it was in regards to a bill or a motion that was passed on the floor of Parliament, and they should have brought it back to Parliament. And now they're in breach of standing order, as highlighted by the member for Georgetown Central. So I'll tell you exactly what gave him the legal right to actually stand on a point of procedure, what that means, and the responsibility of the Speaker of the House as well when it comes to upholding of standing orders. But it's just quite interesting to really follow this out. And I want to encourage all of you as well to tune in at some point. We will do our best to highlight as much. Hence, I have been logged on from 2 o'clock, and then they took a break, and that's when I kind of jammed in and tried to do a synopsis of what had transpired. But yes, today I'm going to go through exactly what's on the table, why it matters, and what Caymanians should be paying attention to. You should be paying attention to all of it, but exactly how it all plays out and where we're headed. So if you want to be a part of this discussion, of course, our number here is 345-936-8255 to be a part of the discussion. And you're always welcome. You can send me a WhatsApp there as well, or you can actually, once you're respectful, I ask you all to be respectful with your questions, your comments. Just be wary of that. But all opinions, voices, contributions, questions are more than welcome. However, the content you're about to hear, including any discussions or opinions from myself, guests, and or participants, is intended solely for general informational and entertainment purposes. It's not a substitute for professional legal, medical, or financial advice. So I encourage you to consult with a qualified professional for your specific concerns. Bridge Media Limited and all its affiliates disclaims all liability for any decisions or actions taken in reliance on the information presented. Like I said, it's good to be back with you today, and let's get straight into it. We got a lot to unpack here, because exactly how jam-packed the order paper is, yeah, we got to make sure we keep it up. And in the 2 hours that we have here, we want to cover as much ground and still be able to entertain your calls and your messages so that you all can be a part of this space, because without you, yeah, what's the sense? So I want to make sure we get straight into things. And but let's get to the weather. The synopsis for is called for, thanks to our friends over there at the Cayman Islands National Weather Service, calls for generally moderate winds and seas that are expected across the Cayman area, with a few showers today. The chance of showers increases from tonight through Thursday as low-level moisture is activated into the area, coupled with favorable upper level clouds. Now, satellite imagery shows few clouds over the Cayman area. The forecast for tonight calls for partly cloudy skies with a 30% chance of showers. Temperatures will fall to the mid-70s. Winds will be northeast 10 to 15 knots with higher gusts. Seas will be moderate with wave heights of 3 to 5 feet. There will be a high tide at 10:31 this evening. Tomorrow, there will be a low tide at 4:25 a.m. Sun will set this evening at 6:30, and sun will rise tomorrow at 6:43. Now, the outlook is calling for a chance of showers with possible thunder through Thursday, and with improvement expected on Friday. So there you have it. We want to thank our friends all over there at the Cayman Islands National Weather Service. Now, I apologize because I was making sure that I got all the latest information to bring you for up to date with what's happening in Parliament up until we got live. I apologize. I have skipped out on giving you news headlines for today, but we'll be back definitely tomorrow, bringing you all the highlights, even if it's in a shortened synopsis, because there's lots going on around us, continue to go on around us, locally and regional, including the world ahead. But right now, I had to take an exit on that in order to make sure I got all the latest information for the substantive topic today. So please forgive me. I apologize, but we'll be back to regular making sure that we highlight what's happening around the world from where news is concerned as of tomorrow. Please allow me to send birthday shout outs to everyone who's celebrating a birthday. I hope I'm not missing a birthday from somebody. I swear, Mr. Bleeka, I got to ask him if he just had a birthday. Is it the 3rd of March or the 13th of March? I got to double check that. Oh, bad on me. But anyhow, anybody who's celebrating birthdays, happy birthday to you. Happy anniversary, whatever it is you're celebrating. And for those of you who are also mourning the loss of a loved one, our sincere condolences go out to you as well. We just don't want to make it look like we're only celebrating birthdays and anniversaries. I'll do respect from all of us here at the Sabrina Speaks family. We like to keep it balanced. We like to keep it fair. And our thoughts and prayers are with you during this time as we also go ahead and celebrate life and whatever milestones we're celebrating as well. All of us here on the Sabrina Speaks family. Yes, and I see Connie Bonnie was the first to actually comment to class today. Good evening to you. Yes, we are a kinder, gentler world and crew, and I love it. It's a breath of fresh air, isn't it? Despite some of the conversations being very emotive, and I love the feedback from some of you. We can go all up. We're like a roller coaster ride here, but at the end of the day, we are maintaining that stance, I think, as a kinder, gentler world and the crew. Good to have you with us as usual, Connie. Damien is always here. Yes, yes, yes. Good to have you in the house. Hi to all of these official star and also Anne. Andrew, good evening to you too, my dear. How are you? Good to have you in the house. And our UK crew is definitely here, and more than one. Annie Down is here. Yep. We're going to just put you in a little timeout for a little bit. Yeah. We got to keep it real here, but I shout you out nevertheless. Miss Lucille, how are you? Good evening, Sabrina. Can you send this message to Miss Shelma? Give me a call. Oh, okay. I cannot find her phone number. Okay, not a problem, but it's good to have you here, Miss Shelma. I'm overdue with an update from her as well. So I'll give her, yes, I will definitely send either her daughter or somebody a message. Yeah, to make sure, or I'll definitely put up my feelers for you, but it's good to have you with us. The Plain and Straight's in the house as well. Good evening to you. And yep. Yeah. So here we are. And what I did have is gentle reminders that this is going on, because this is easy to just do. Just to remind you all that this is happening this week at the Kempton Seafire Beach Deck. This evening, join the National Week of Evangelism kicks off today until the 10th. And also they're celebrating the life of these two beautiful souls who lost their life. That's happening this evening at 5:30. So if you didn't reminder, ignite your fire. This is happening today and going on till the 10th. So that's a gentle reminder for a community event, okay? And also, please remember that this happens on Saturday and Sunday over in the BRAC. Gentle reminder as a community, just keep you informed. Joining in the sister islands, Shark Logger Network dives. That's taking place on Saturday the 7th and Sunday the 8th, and everyone is welcome to join. And there you have your contact details for how you sign up and email. And if you need more information, of course, that is the way to go. Also, hey, look, I found this. It's a 1-day free course. Look at this for all of you boat operators that are out there. We know Easter is coming up. How timely. And we are an island. There are a lot of people out there who own boats anyhow or operate watercraft, period. But I think this was good, and I found it on Facebook. Kudos to the ministry for putting this out there. And they're having these free courses for safe operation of small commercial vessels. So I think even though it's labeled for commercial vessels, this could be sparked on a number of different fronts. But here I'm sharing it with you that it kicks off on March 12th from 9 until 4. You can go down and get more information from Ministry of Financial. These are the sponsors that are on the bottom of it. But by all means, please go on. And for all of you who operate a business that includes the water, you just go on and register. It's free. So you want to definitely make sure. Also, take this opportunity that nominations are now open for Making Waves Awards 2026. So yeah, so they're definitely making waves for all of those who are living abroad, making significant contribution and proud to bear our flag. So this is happening. Welcome, welcome, one and all. So that is pretty much a little highlight on what's happening in our community. Let me upload some of the images that I'll be presenting here to you today in regards to all of you who just may be joining us. So yeah, the phone lines are open. If you have been following it, it'll be interesting to see if you guys have been following the parliamentary proceedings thus far. It's very, I find it very entertaining, but it's serious because one of the highlights of today is that we had some retired pilots in from Cayman Airways. And I thought that was so nice to actually acknowledge these pilots today. Thank the speaker for actually doing that. And if you missed it, there was public recognition made by the Deputy Premier and Minister of Tourism. Of course, you know, airports, CIAA fall under him. And he made recognition of Captain Joseph Jackson, who retired on the 5th of February, 2026. Captain Norberg Kell Thompson was there as well. He retired back on the 23rd of February, 2023. Captain Adrian Miller, who retired on the 31st of December, 2000. Captain Leroy McLaughlin, who retired on the 31st of December, 2020. And Captain Krista Bergstrom, who retired on the 31st of December, also in 2020. And they were very grateful. A number of members of parliament just showed the pride of, you know, these pilots who have given of service, who have made sure that they put priority of safety and when it comes to flying us, and how proud we are as Caymanians for having such an impeccable record when it comes to our airlines and our carrier. So yes, we should all be proud when we actually see that plane go by. And yeah, it was a proud moment and it's good. Kudos to the speaker for allowing that and changing it up a little bit so that on behalf of the people, based through your representatives, you can show your appreciation and acknowledge their work that they do. So yes, for those of you just joining us, welcome, welcome. We are going to be putting the spotlight today because Parliament is right now in session for the fourth meeting for the 2025-2026 session. And in this episode, my aim is hopefully to break down what's on the table, why it matters, and how today's decisions, whether or not they will get to the decision making, because how the flow is actually going to work. But at some point, a decision will have to be made on these bills and all of these government motions and private members' motions. And at the time of a decision being making, it will shape our daily lives across our three islands. Now, this range from legislative reforms to constituency-driven motions as well. And also, there were accountability moments that defined our very own democracy. And I'll go into that for you as well. So this episode is geared and hope it will guide you guys as your viewers and listeners through the debate and the stakes, the voices that will shape national conversations. And you should be proud. You should be proud because you're seeing democracy, accountability as well being played out on the floor in subtle ways. But how are you able to identify them if you don't know? So whether you're following Parliament closely or you're just tuning in to understand how these decisions may affect you, my aim is to make sure that this episode will offer some kind of context, some kind of clarity, and community focused insight on exactly what's happening. But at any time during the show, you are more than welcome to call in, weigh in as well. There may be something that you may have been seeing or heard yourself while you were streaming or it playing in the background, and you may want some clarity on. By all means, feel free to call in, send us your questions, be it WhatsApp or whatever social media platform. And the number is 345-936-8255 to call to be a part of this conversation. Now, what I wanted to share with you, and let me just share the screen. YouTubers should be back up. I'm trying to get you guys back up. So let me edit this. Just bear with me, please.